have been in a reading slump for literally almost a month, but I'm finally getting out of it. So let's mood read some books together to further get me out of this reading slump. Hey besties! Welcome back. I actually am so excited to film a reading vlog. I did just post one a couple days ago, but I started filming that in February, so I haven't actually picked up the camera and like filmed a reading vlog in weeks. Okay, I have been in the hugest reading slump. I have seriously just been in like a life rut slump, just been really dealing with like acne and just personal things in my personal life. Okay, Tiffany. But I am so excited to finally be filming another reading vlog and to just be filming a reading vlog with you guys. I actually cannot wait. So we're gonna be filming just a bit of a mood reading / realistic week in my life of reading. I am so excited. And let me just say, I am slowly getting out of this reading slump that I said I am in. And the book that is doing that for me is Addicted for Now by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the third in the Addicted / Calloway Sister series. I am on page 370. So I have just barely over 100 pages left of this. And this is seriously getting me out of my reading slump. I have been reading for hours before bed reading this book because it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I read it on my Kindle. If you are not new here, you know if I am reading before bed, it's never a paperback, it's always on my Kindle. And if you are also, again, not new here, you know I'm trying to get as many books off my physical TBR this year as possible. So any book that I have on my physical TBR that I can find on my Kindle is my new nighttime book. So this has been my nighttime book, and I'm actually hoping to finish this weekend maybe. Today is Friday, the day I'm starting this. I am about to sit down and get some reading done. I am so excited to read this. And yeah, welcome back. I'm so excited to have you here. I love you so much. And let's get into actually reading some books. Anyways, I'm babbling. Let's actually start reading now.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise, I think I'll let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems, I know I can't make it through. Every night is the same, I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems, I know. All of my problems, I know.
I can't.
Where did it go? The feeling of thirst. The poison flows in my veins. Guess that I used to avoid the pain. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise.
No. Like, I can't. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. No. Oh my god. I can't. I can't.
I don't wanna be crazy no more. Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door, I start to jump to the conclusion you don't love me no more.
guys, it's a few days later, and if I'm just being brutally honest with you, the literal reason it has been a few days since I last talked to you is because my acne is flaring up really bad. I have talked about this in other videos, but I am dealing with really bad hormonal acne for the first time in my life, and it has been really, really bad on my mental health and my self-confidence. So it has been extremely hard to get myself to pick up the camera, especially when it is flaring up this bad, because I just feel so ugly and gross. But I'm forcing myself to pick up the camera and do this reading update because I do want to film this reading vlog and I want to have this time with you guys and talk about these books with you guys. I just need to get out of my head. So, because honestly, most of you guys don't really care that I have acne on my face. At least if you do, please don't tell me down below, because then I will literally cry. So anyways, we are in the middle of reading 2 books. Oh, and I finished Addicted for Now. Let me grab it. Hold on. Okay, so clearly it's been a few days because I finished Addicted for Now, and I forgot to tell you guys that I finished this. Wow, I loved this book so much. I will say I definitely liked the first 2 a little more. This one just felt a little bit like slower paced towards like the first half, but I still loved it. I love Lily and Lo. I love Rose and Connor and Reich and Daisy. I just love all of our main characters in this world and in this series, and I loved being back with them. This book wholeheartedly got me out of my reading slump. I am now officially out of my reading slump, which feels so good, and this book is quite literally what got me out of it. And I love this world. I love these characters. Like, truly, this book was so good, and the last like 30-20% of this book was incredible. So much happened, but it was literally to the point where I felt so uncomfy, and it wasn't necessarily good things that were happening. So just like a fair warning, I guess, that like this book is also very emotional, as are the rest of them, but it was very emotional. This had really been pulling out every single emotion in me possible: happiness, sadness, uncomfortableness, disgust, just anger, frustration, just all of the feelings, and I loved it so much. I believe I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. Not my favorite from the series so far, but I still really loved it, and I can't wait to continue the series because, again, I love these characters and I love this world. Now, aside from the fact that I finished that, I have now started Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, which I believe you guys have seen me start and seen me read this. This is my book club book for this month with my sister and my other sister's wife. So my sister Tamiko and my other sister's wife Maria. This was Maria's pick for this month because she was in charge of picking March's book, and this is what she picked, and I'm about 50% through this. I'm on page 150, which is chapter 8, and wow, I knew nothing about this book going into it. I didn't read the synopsis. I didn't hear anything that they said it was about because they have both finished it at this point, because it quite literally is the 28th, so it's almost the end of the month. I need to hurry up and finish it. But like, I think going into this book blind was such a good choice because I just went into it head first completely confused, but it has been a ride. It has been a fun ride, a wild ride. This is like a mystery thriller, kind of like sci-fi. This is so much all in one book, and I have been thoroughly enjoying this. I really don't want to go into much detail about what it's about because I feel like a lot of you guys would really love going into this blind, so stay tuned. I'll go into more of what this is about in the spoiler section at the very end of this video, but I want to not say too much so that if you want to go into this blind, which I'm highly recommending, you can go into a blind. But I'm really enjoying it. Again, about 50% through it. I'm hoping to finish this by Saturday, and I'm really enjoying it. And then I started another book. Now listen, there's 2 books so far this year that I have started off complete and utter. My gut is just telling me to read this. Something inside of me wants me to read this book, and they have both been almost 5-star reads. They were both 4.75 star reads. So my gut was really telling me that I wanted to read this, and I kept almost talking myself out of it because I really wanted to read the physical copy, but I was looking for a book to read on my Kindle that was on Kindle Unlimited to be kind of like my book I read before bed or just anytime I'm reading on my Kindle. And I had just recently got the paperback, so I was really battling with myself. No, I should wait, I should read it on paperback, but then I was just like, no, your gut is telling you to read this for a specific reason. You need to read it. And I'm only like 72 pages in, I think, and I am in love. I'm literally falling in love. I wholeheartedly at the like 10-page mark was like, I think this is gonna be a 5-star read, and that is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Now obviously this is a very beloved, hyped up series, and wow, I can just tell why it's hyped up and why it's beloved. Again, I'm only 72 pages in, and I'm obsessed. I'm in love. I literally can, you know that feeling when you're loving a book so much to the point where you are intentionally reading so slow? That's me right now. I I am reading every single word so slow because I literally feel like I want every single word to soak into my being and just like become a part of me. Like that is how I'm feeling with this, and I have not got that feeling from a book in what feels like so long, especially because I was in like a month-long slump. So it is the literal best, most amazing feeling ever, and I'm just obsessed. I'm completely in love and obsessed, and I'm so happy I decided to start it. I cannot wait to continue reading this, and I can't wait to continue reading it with you guys because again, this is so hyped up. I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna be excited to see I'm reading it in this video and see my thoughts and feelings. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's so good. But anyways, that is the reading update. These are the 2 books we are currently reading, and yeah, there's your reading update. I will see you guys later when we are doing some more reading of Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Hey besties, this is about to be like actually the quickest reading update ever because I'm not really gonna go into detail about thoughts and opinions on Dark Matter or Binding 13 in this clip. I'm gonna get into that more later, but I'm about to do some reading. I'm gonna get some footage for you guys of me reading, but I'm gonna be starting a new book. I'm filming a vlog, so if you want to see like more of the decision behind everything, you should go watch that vlog. But Makai basically told me I could pick any book for him to read, and then he said he would read any book I want if I read this one book that he wants me to read. So I'm gonna buy that on my Kindle or get it for free, whichever one, and start that while he starts the book that one. I couldn't pick just one because that was so hard. There's so many books that I would love for him to read. So I put a poll on my broadcast channel on Instagram and let you guys pick what book he's gonna read. So he's about to start it, and I'm gonna start the book he wants me to read. The book he wants me to read is Miracle on 49th Street. Don't know what it's about, no idea what the premise is or anything, but I'm gonna get it on my Kindle and read it while he starts the book that one for him to read. So I guess you guys are gonna see what he's reading anyways. So the book he is gonna be reading is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I'm honestly really excited for him to read this and to see his thoughts. So we're gonna get some reading done, and I'll give you more reading updates later on, and I will also film me reading Dark Matter and Binding 13 tonight and tomorrow. So that's all for now. Let's go read. Damn, I was like on the verge of tears, and then you completely like just shot me out. Sorry. No, it's okay.
What are you about to cry about?
Because her mom died of cancer, and it just got me emotional. But then you interrupted me.
And she was dying. Where are they from? The East Coast? She from Virginia?
What the hell?
Ruined my mood, man. Shut the fuck up next time.
I'm doing all right without you, baby. Hope you don't understand.
Guys, I was literally reading this the other night, and I kid you not, I was up till basically 3 in the morning reading this book, but on my Kindle. I could not stop reading it. I was so invested. I was like, it was one of those nights where I was reading and I wasn't even tired because of how much I was loving it. And going from being in literally a month-long slump to having such strong feelings and visceral reactions to a book is like the best feeling ever. I literally texted my sister and I was like, 2:53 a.m. thoughts. I want to keep reading. This book is so good. I'm heavily attached to these people that aren't even real. I just want to keep reading. You need to go to sleep. I'm not tired. I want to read more. I need more of Johnny and Shannon. They are real. No, they aren't. Yes, they are. They are in Ireland right now. No, they aren't. Go to sleep, you delusional idiot, because that's literally how I feel. It has just been so good, so refreshing, and I completely understand why this series is so hyped up and beloved, and I'm only on chapter 19. Oh, I'm literally only like 30% through this book, and I'm so obsessed. It's so good. I'm loving it so much. I am also just really nervous for, like, I'm so nervous for what's about to happen because we have Shannon. I'm so nervous, but I seriously am loving this book so much, guys. Like, it's so good, and I cannot wait to continue reading this. I don't think I'm gonna finish this book in this video because this book, I still have so much left of this, and I'm not gonna be filming for this reading vlog for much longer because I'm going to be starting a new one next week. So I don't think I will finish this in this reading vlog, but stay tuned because I obviously will talk about my full thoughts and feelings when I do finish this. So yeah, but it's so good, guys. It's so good. Anyways, that's all for now. Hey guys, it is time for a quick little reading update on how this mood reading has been going. Am I out of my slump? Because I don't remember if I've told you if I'm officially out of my slump or not, and what we're reading, how far in we are, how we're feeling, whatever. So I have so much to say, but I'm gonna try to keep it short because we have more to film and more to talk about later as we finish these books. So as you guys know, we are currently reading Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Obsessed. I'm 30% through this. I kind of just talked to you guys a little bit ago about my feelings, which most of that's going to be in the spoiler section at the end of this video, but I'm loving it. It's so good. I'm so deeply invested and enthralled, and I just can't wait to continue this and to continue the series once I finish this one. And then I'm also reading Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, as you guys know. This is my book club book of the month with my sister and my other sister's wife, so I'm planning on sitting down here in just a few minutes and literally just binge reading the last half of this. I'm on page, I think, exactly 150. I'm about 55% through this book, so it shouldn't take me too long to finish it. I think my app says like 3 hours, so not too bad, but I'm really enjoying this. I feel like I haven't said much about what this is about because, like I said earlier, it was so good to go into like completely blind, so I don't want to say too much, but it's really good. It's super captivating, very fast paced. I love how it's written because we are following this guy's perspective in such a cohesive kind of way where we start at one point in time and it almost feels like we're going with him throughout his whole day over the course of however many days there are, and it doesn't feel like there's any big blocks of time we're not accounting for unless he's literally sleeping. And I've been loving that because we're really getting to see every little thing that's happening in this guy's life, and I think that's really, really cool, and I love how it's written. And yeah, it's just very, very fast paced, very captivating, and I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to finish it and talk to them about our thoughts, so I'm really enjoying this. And then, as you guys saw yesterday, Makai picked a book for me to read. So basically, I don't know if I explained this, but basically he started reading the Inheritance Games for me, and he wanted me to read this book that he read in literally middle school that he remembered really enjoying, and it's called Miracle on 49th Street by Mike I don't know how to say his last name, but anyways, I binge read so much of this. I literally read 52% of this book yesterday, which granted is only 129 pages because there's only 246 pages, but I am enjoying it. Like, clearly I'm enjoying it because I'm flying through it. I will say though, there is some things that are bugging me about it. First of all, why are we talking so much about the fact that her friend is like fat? Like, the amount of times that we are referring this kid's body shape to a frog is crazy, and it's actually kind of annoying me how much they are talking about it. Like, we're 50% in the book and they're still reiterating it at different times, and it's really weird, and I'm not enjoying that part. Also, the way this is written, it's really just reminding me of The Game Plan, which is like a Disney movie with The Rock. And I used to love that movie as a kid, and I do still love that movie, but this book is pretty similar to the plot line of that, just basketball instead of football. So that's also, I feel like, somewhat docking a few points for me. And then also, this is in third person, which isn't horrible, but it's not my favorite. I prefer first person. But also, you know when you're reading a book, okay, and we're like jumping to a slightly different point in time, and it has like some little icon between the two to break it up so that you know we're switching time a little bit. This one doesn't do that, and so sometimes it literally feels like I'm getting whiplash because it's so, oh, we're talking about one point in time, and then all of a sudden it's like we're literally hours later, we're in a different place with different people around us, and it doesn't tell you that. You kind of just have to figure it out, and it's really just not well written in that sense. And then also, I don't know even what this was, but I was reading, and all of this book has been in our main female girl's perspective, Molly, for the whole time, except for this one literal half a page that randomly was in third person, but as if we were following Josh Mitch and not Molly. It was the weirdest thing. It was so confusing because I was like, wait, I actually had to go back and reread it because I was like, there's no way he would have said that in front of Molly. And then I was like, oh no, I think we're just following him. And it was literally like it was so weird and it was really confusing. So those are the 3 books I'm currently reading. I wasn't planning on starting a 3rd book, but here we are. I am enjoying it. It's just, I do have some nitpicky things about it. So, but that is all for the reading update for now. We are about to sit down and do some reading of Dark Matter, and hopefully I can get some reactions and get my reactions to whatever is gonna happen at the end of this book for you guys. So with that being said, let's go read. Alrighty, let's finish Dark Matter, and hopefully I don't feel icky going to bed. The whole sentence he just said, I just don't even know what the crap he just said. Whew, that gave me chills. I'm so utterly confused by what's happening. Listen, you are all supposed to just ignore that it's a mess behind me, okay? And I'm washing the sheet for the couch, so ignore that. But we are on page 266. There's 340 pages, so we have, what, like 74 pages of this left? Did I do the math right? I think I did the math right. And this is so wild. This is a literal mind fuck. So, all right, let's finish this up. This is actually insane. This is so weird and random. Like, what is he doing? I'm so confused. My heart is like beating in rapid succession. Is that the right way to word that? I don't know. But I am anxious. My heart just won't stop. I can't. Okay, I'm on page 320. We have exactly 20 pages left. And this shit is bonkers. But I don't know how to feel. It is time to do a final update and to finally close out this reading vlog. So as you know, we completed Addicted for Now in this video. Loved it. So good. And I'm so happy that it got me out of my reading slump. And then the last you guys saw, I was reading Dark Matter and I finished it and I was like, I don't know how to feel. And let me just say, it's been almost a week, maybe a full week since I finished this, and I still don't know how to feel, but I did really enjoy this book. I thought this was such a wild ride and I'm really happy I went into it blind. I think that the premise of this book is very cool, and I don't want to say much about the whole plot of this because I think it was seriously such a fun, good decision to go into it blind. But yeah, we just kind of have a bit of like a sci-fi psychological mystery thriller type of vibe, and it was very fun. It was quite literally a mind fuck, but it was such a fun adventure and fun book to read. But with that saying, I actually don't have a rating for this, which has never happened to me before. I've actually never finished a book and been like, yeah, I don't know what to rate this. I don't know what to rate this. And I remember Destiny saying that about Red Rising, and I just wholeheartedly feel that with this. I don't know what to rate it because I don't think it would be anything like a 5-star read, but then I also don't think it would be like a 3-star, but it also doesn't feel like a 4-star. Like, I actually don't know what to rate this at all. Once I do hopefully eventually figure that out. I'll update it on my Goodreads, but I don't know what to rate it at this point in time. But I did really enjoy it, and I would highly recommend this, especially if you're wanting a mystery thriller that has some sci-fi aspects to it. It was so fun, and I would highly recommend. And then aside from that, as you guys know, I had started reading Miracle on 49th Street per Makai's request, because he started reading the Inheritance games for me, and he wanted me to read Miracle on 49th Street, which is basically like a YA book about this girl, and she basically is trying to convince a really famous basketball player that she is in fact his daughter, even though he never knew he had one because her mother passed away. And so that's the premise of this book, and I thought it was really fun, and I did really enjoy it, though there was certain things that were just really bugging me while reading it. Like, why are we constantly referring to this little girl's best friend as a frog? Why are we constantly talking about the fact that her best friend is fat? Like, why was that a constant thing we were talking about? I don't know, but it was really bugging me and annoying me, because I was like, okay, you don't have to constantly keep reiterating that he's not the skinniest of boys, or that he is shaped like a frog. Like, that was such like a weird little thing to add to this book, in my opinion. And also, sometimes it just got a little confusing, the way we were jumping times, and we weren't really knowing we were jumping in time a little bit until you started reading it, and then you kind of were like, oh, we were then, now we're like a few hours later, and like there was nothing in the book to like block the sections, like how in most books, if you're jumping a little bit of time, there's like a little icon or some kind of something like that to hint to you like, hey, we're jumping in time a little bit, we're going a little bit down in the timeline just a little bit, so that it helps your brain. But in this there wasn't that, so it was just a little confusing to read at times. But again, I enjoyed it, and for what it was, I think it was good, and it was fun, and it was a sweet story, and it ended really sweet. But it's nothing that I would necessarily like highly recommend. I would maybe recommend this for, actually, I don't know if I would recommend it. I don't know that I would want to like recommend this, especially to a younger person, with how much they emphasize that her best friend is fat. Like, that actually really was annoying me. Obviously, it's not the majority of the book, but it just didn't need to happen as much as it did. So with that being said, I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. I had a good time. I enjoyed it, but there were things that bugged me. So there's that. As you guys know, I said I'm ending this vlog, okay? We have not finished Binding 13, and I know some of you are probably screaming at me right now being like, girl, I wanted you to finish this book in this reading vlog, and I'm sorry, because I know you did, all right? But I have other videos that I desperately want to film for you guys that I cannot film if I continue to film this reading vlog for weeks on end, because let me tell you, I'm kind of reading this at a slower pace, especially because it's been my nighttime book that I've been reading on my Kindle, and I have just been really tired when going to sleep lately, so I'm kind of only reading 1 or 2 chapters, so we're getting through it kind of slow, okay? We're chugging along, but I am loving this, and I promise you guys will get a full review of this, and maybe this will make an appearance in another reading vlog, but just know I am loving this. I am currently on page 235 out of 647 pages, so I'm only 36% through this, but I'm absolutely loving this. I definitely think this is gonna be a 5-star read. I would be very shocked if it ended up not being a 5-star. I'm just so invested and in love with our characters and just the whole story and the world and just everything that we are going through. This is so heartbreakingly beautiful is the best way I can put it. This is heartbreakingly beautiful. So heartbreaking, but so beautiful. It's so good. I'm absolutely loving it, and I can't wait to continue it, and you guys hopefully will see more of this in other videos, but it will not be finished in this video. I'm so sorry. Please do not hate me. Don't unsubscribe. I love you. I'm sorry, okay? It'll make more sense. Okay, let me say this. Me not finishing this in this vlog will make more sense the end of this month, okay? Okay, so with that being said, we finished 3 books in this video, and we are chugging along through 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already, because we have a lot of fun over here and we want you to join the fun. And with that being said, I love you. I've never done that. That's weird. Okay. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. So not only did her mother say horrible, degrading things to her about how she didn't raise her to be disgusting and looking at Lo and telling Lo he could do better. First of all, that's disgusting, and I hate her mother now. But if she doesn't do all these things they want her to do, she's broke. Like, they're just taking her trust fund away. Like, are you serious? Are you actually fucking serious? What? What? I'm so upset they just took that moment away from them. Like, making them get engaged as one of the things, like they just took that moment away from them for him to like actually propose to her and it be like a special moment. because mom said you wouldn't have been any better at loving me than you were at loving her. Boom. Burn roast. Or
are you annotating?
Boom roasted. We have Shannon, who ended up sitting in the car with Johnny, which, let me start by saying, that was such a cute moment. They were just sitting in the car together. He was gonna take her home. They were really getting to know each other. And then all of a sudden, it's like a flip switched inside of him, and he just started acting like a asshole, and it was so frustrating. But now she's getting home so late, and like knowing what we know about her dad being an alcoholic without them telling us he's an alcoholic, and clearly we know that he is abusive because of the instance of her slipping up telling Johnny that the scar on her head was from her dad when she was like not in the right state of mind because he hit her with the rugby ball. Like, I don't know what that kind of ball was called, but anyways, so now her coming home so late, I'm very nervous for like what's gonna happen and where this is gonna go, and I just have a feeling it's not gonna be good. And I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. How fucked are we? Be honest. I don't know, but this is our spaceship. We better learn to fly it. I don't know why, but I just really loved that sentence. I really like that. I don't know what it is, but I really like that sentence. Spoiler section. Okay, so like this is like just so crazy and such a mindfuck. Like my brain cannot like wrap around this and comprehend this. So are you telling me that every time he went into a different universe, he created more alternate reality versions of his exact self, like more branches on the tree, if you will, and now there's multiple versions of himself from that world trying to get their life back? Oh my god, I seriously just cannot like comprehend this right now. But we got less than 100 pages left, so literally just had a conversation with himself, like a different version of himself. Again, still can't wrap my mind around that. And they're talking about how they all think of themselves as like the real Jason. They don't know who is actually the real one because they all think they are the real one. And it just really makes you think, has the one we've been following this whole book not been the real Jason? I mean, you would think he is, but also at the same time, if they all have the same, like, I don't know. My brain cannot comprehend this right now. Why did he get himself arrested? On purpose. Well, no. She knows who she's been with for the last month is not him. Because it just changes. I have been in a freaking... Okay, editing Tiffany, this goes to the spoiler section of the video. Actually fucking ridiculous. Like, are you actually fucking ridiculous? How does my makeup look? Let's look. Yeah, we're looking a little crazy. Wow. And it wasn't... My sister Tamika. Tamika? What? Whew. So I put a plot of romance. Called not really.
Thumbs.
They're all thumbs. I'm heavily attached to these characters. Or honestly, I don't think I'm gonna finish this video. My god, my throat. Nope. No, not our kid. The book. The book. Like, what is he doing? Actually. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Just kidding. I'm the one reading it. So with that being said, we finished 3 videos. Nope. Seriously though, like at the end of this video, not at the end of this video, at the end of this month or the beginning of next month, it'll make sense, okay? I promise. I promise. Love you.